So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is. And and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level. You know what I mean? It's like he's not talking about business. You know what I mean? It's just giving his opinion, trying to promote his son. I don't agree with. Floyd told me many years, probably 25 years ago, that what kind of person he was. But initially, I'm just being honest, I didn't believe him. I had to see it for myself. Yeah. And my description of him, he's a horrible person.
Leonard Ellerbe has not only snitched on Floyd with his revelations in his most recent interview, he has also complicated Floyd's situation and leaked some very confidential details on his financial dealings. The former chief executive officer of Mayweather Promotions has just confirmed the debts and bankruptcy of Floyd Mayweather, highlighting the fact that the financial situation that held him bound in Dubai a year ago has resurfaced.
Live an American dream, man. You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
you're a billionaire now, right? Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage.
But how many years ago you was broke? When I say broke, you ain't have a lot of money. You was just barely making.
He exposed Mayweather in such a way that made fans ask if he was on a revenge mission against the man that sacked him from his role as the chief executive owner. If you remember this time last year when Gervant confirmed he was held back in Dubai, well, that was true, but he was released on the condition that he'll pay up his debts within a year, and in any case he doesn't, he'd be back in Dubai to agree and review the situation. In an interview where he was asked about the financial situation of Floyd Mayweather at the moment, he had initially dodged the question. However, the interviewer claimed his response was going to help clear the air.
Floyd had posted that you was no longer a part of Mayweather Promotions. You care to say anything about that?
There's nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah.
That's blessed.
I love to hear that shit.
According to Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather was unable to pay up the debt, and he had to travel to the Arabian city to fulfill his promise to them. His journey coincided with the period when Mayweather was involved in several controversial stories like false claims of acquiring a $42 million mansion in New York City, a debt to several jewelry stores and organizations, and other tax fraud cases. I know the whole situation makes it look like he escaped, but that's not the case. It's crazier for him in Dubai than this place here. He owes a few jewelry stores and he's having some tax deals to deal with. In Dubai, it's worse. His debt runs into hundreds of millions of dollars. When he's done facing his challenge there, then he'll be here to face the law.
Which he's done a good job thus far. But then sometimes there's a line that you cross with some of the things and you turn some.
To the surprise of many, Leonard Ellerbe claimed he exited Mayweather Promotions because of the financial crimes of Floyd Mayweather, and based on how poorly he had handled Mayweather Promotions. I had to leave. It was heartbreaking, but I had to leave. Floyd has made several bad decisions, and I've been on the receiving end of many of them. I couldn't just keep this up. Gone on.
And I'm like, what is it about him that sort of reviews?
He's always been jealous of Floyd. He's always been jealous of Floyd, and if that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is.
Regarding his claims, fans hopped on the comment section. It's more so how insanely much he spends. Loads of athletes start to go broke post-retirement from outrageous spending and poor investments. There's also the belief that he embellishes how much he's actually worth, as his image is directly tied to being wealthy, a fan said. The next fan commented on his stay in Dubai, writing, "Not really. Only his main passport would be flagged. He could leave whenever. It's not uncommon for employers in the UAE to hold employees, passports hostage. My guess is he's had a dispute with a royal family member who has a far longer reach.
Really making it.
Today, I ran all the way in here
Why?
because I couldn't even buy a bus ticket.
That's crazy.
But you still had 55 cars.
No, I don't.
What happened?
Well, I bought myself some crack
Dang.
and then more crack.
Guessing what the reasons for his trip could be. The third fan added, actually, there are several different reasons why he's held captive. They're right now. One is money laundering. Second reason is he ran out of money at a casino, got a credit limit, lost it, and then tried to leave Dubai without paying, just saying he will write a check or do a LO, which resulted in the casino owner having police surround his plane, preventing him from leaving Dubai till everything is settled. A trolling fan just Floyd, food, living a fake life on social media. Despite owing so much, he now will be called Floyd No Money Mayweather. He's broke between stunting on social media to paying for women he's pissed away at. His fortune now owing the wrong people. Money in Dubai, being held captive till his pay.
With the disrespect thing, that's just something I don't get into. Floyd's a legend in the sport. He's accomplished everything in the sport, beat everybody. He's TBE.
The former chief executive officer of Mayweather Promotions claimed Floyd Mayweather had overestimated the financial returns from his last fight and had been free from custody because the exhibition fight was his only rescue from debts.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
However, Ellerbe revealed that Floyd Mayweather could only earn about $25 million from the fight, which is several millions away from the amount he owed in Dubai, which is why he's trying so hard to fix an exhibition fight with Jake Paul. And should he not pay back after taking so much time, it might get really bitter for Floyd. Leonard Ellerbe's claims always seem so inexplicable, seeing that Floyd Mayweather never slows down on his lavish and luxurious lifestyle.
But you can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing?
Many fans have been firing shots at Leonard Ellerbe for being a betrayer, as he's been leaking confidential information about Floyd Mayweather since he left Mayweather Promotions. What many actually don't know is the fact that Mayweather was the first betrayer, and before Leonard Ellerbe began to repay Floyd's evil deeds, Floyd was the first to act wrongly, despite his initial silence on Floyd Mayweather's debts and other controversies. Ellerbe eventually found his voice following his exit from Mayweather Promotions. Leonard Ellerbe has been working against Floyd Mayweather and feeding federal agents with the needed information regarding his whereabouts and properties.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
While Rick Glazer also confirmed it, Floyd Mayweather's public appearances proved that the allegations were either lies or perhaps he was able to settle his way out of the country in May However, Leonard Ellerbe has now claimed that Floyd Mayweather was truly held hostage in Dubai, and his release was only granted on the condition that all his bank accounts were blocked until he settled his debt. Evidently, Leonard Ellerbe's relationship with Floyd Mayweather as the then CEO of his boxing promotions company is what made him privy to this, as he had been aware of this news even before Gervonta Davis. According to Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather has been back in the States, but remains held down in Dubai.
Just out of curiosity, bro, he said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, again.
While Leonard Ellerbe didn't give more details about Floyd Mayweather's detainment, there were several leaks over the past weeks that hinted boxing fans on his detainment. Apparently, Ellerbe leaked evidence that Mayweather was fronted an insane amount of cash at a casino, but he promptly lost all the money gambling. As of now, there are no legal casinos in Dubai, so it must have been a private casino. As a result, Mayweather's private jet was reportedly surrounded by police, and his money was no good at the Dubai airport, as his account was blocked. Also just
talked a little about big news came down yesterday. Leonard Ellerbe no longer in at Mayweather Promotions. Seems like that's happened a couple times over the course of the years back. I remember years ago I was thinking Richard Schaefer's going to take over, but now apparently that is happening. Thoughts on Leonard Ellerbe making his way out?
I think Leonard is still in a good position, and I don't think that it was any animosity.
Mayweather's detainment in Dubai meant he could travel anywhere in Dubai and live as large as he wanted, only that he mustn't step outside the country. To effect this, the Dubai authorities mounted security agents around his private jet to ensure he doesn't escape. But it's generally believed that Floyd Mayweather owes a substantial amount of money, which was likely in the hundreds of millions of dollars range. Hence, he pays as much as over $20 million in debt monthly, and rather than make smarter moves regarding his debts, he has continued his lavish lifestyle, leading him to more debts. Also, another thing we do know is Dubai is notorious for holding Americans captive if they owe any amount of money. The news media were suspiciously quiet about the Mayweather rumors, and even the White House had not commented on the reports either, as Mayweather has been getting in so much trouble lately. Notably, his former protege had been the one exposing all of his hidden motives and even exposing him for scamming people in Mexico. Ellerbe's evidence of Mayweather's financial unreliability aligns with other rumors shared by Davis, who declared that the veteran is being held hostage. Leonard Ellerbe was never one to reveal anything about Floyd, whether in interviews or anywhere else.
I just think that it was just time for him to move on.
Of course, Leonard is very wrapped up in PBC type stuff here with this promotion and everything that they do. Do you think that played any part in him leaving Mayweather Promotions?
I guess it could have played a part. I mean, if you're in between promotions, you're working with one and...
After leaving Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe has dived into another field, his first foray into the increasingly lucrative world of women's college basketball paid almost immediate dividends. Ellerbe attended a press conference Monday morning in State College, Pennsylvania, to announce the transfer of one of his signees to Big Ten rival Penn State. The former Mayweather Promotions CEO is McMiller's advisor on nil deals. Ellerbe was the frontman for Mayweather's promotional company for 17 years until Mayweather parted ways with his longtime confidant last June. He helped promote all of Mayweather's pay-per-view fights, most notably the undefeated 5 division champions unanimous points victory over rival Manny Pacquiao in May 2015 at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
I mean, yeah. So but I don't think there was no, like I said, I don't think there was no animosity or anything, because even Floyd always spoke as, you know, he would always say that, you know, when Al Heyman has fights, you know, because he can always get his fighters on Al Heyman's show.
I mean, do you think it was a little difficult for Leonard being in a tough spot, because obviously very close to
Mayweather, Pacquiao produced more than $600 million in overall revenue. It also generated approximately 44 million buys, pay-per-view record in the United States. The now former CEO of Mayweather Promotions has been somehow in the middle of a situation which led to his departure, as Cash Mayweather officially announced Ellerbe's departure on Instagram, and now his role in the company has been assumed by the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, Richard Schaefer. A fan commented, "It's about time people actually defended this guy. For years, maybe they haven't woken up yet, but I have talked about him for so long, and just because he was Tank's promoter, people loved him just blindly."
Floyd and Tank had their ups and downs, so mostly downs recently.
Yeah,
so do you think that was?
Yeah, that makes it tough. That makes it where, you know, he basically, because a lot of times friends want you to pick sides. But, I mean, Leonard's smart enough not to pick sides.
This other fan had something weirder to talk about. I'm not sure why, but his facial hair always looked freaking nonsensical to me. Like, I can't explain it, but it doesn't look real. For that reason, I always hated the guy. Another said, "Crazy. Ellerbe has been a fixture at Mayweather Promotions since the beginning. I still remember when he got promoted from head masseuse of Floyd to CEO. He took that masseuse job so seriously, licking his lips as he massaged his head in the corner." The last fan had something bad to say about his replacement, asserting Mayweather Promotions wasn't going forward without Ellerbe.
Not to pick sides, I mean, he just kept it business.
It seems like Mayweather Promotions is kind of, over the last few years, not had the place of prominence that it had previously. Do you think that was part of it too, or it seemed like it's kind of more of an afterthought at this point?
Well, I mean, I just think that
Schaefer has failed spectacularly over the last, 8 years. Track what he's done. He failed to get WBSS any sort of TV coverage from day one. It should have been a layup. He had 2 promotional companies that flopped terribly. All the fighters who were signed to him had careers that suffered, and consider it a setback and mistake. He's like a baseball player on a strikeout streak. While there were rumors of the same thing happening, the update came as a shock to everyone. Ellerbe has been Floyd Mayweather's close confidant since the beginning of his boxing career, but things appear to have changed as Mayweather Promotions has fallen in recent years.
I mean, it got to a point where, you know, I started hearing a lot of young fighters saying that, they're not getting fights, and who's...
Well, I mean, I just think that amid all this, Floyd's uncle Jeff Mayweather has shed light on how Ellerbe handled the tumultuous relationship between Davis and Mayweather, while Mayweather has often slightly criticized Davis. Since the boxer left his promotions company, things had gotten so bad that Davis had even started rumors about Floyd being stuck in Dubai, while the duo began openly bashing each other on social media platforms. So, in response to the question, Jeff acknowledged that it was in fact extremely difficult for Ellerbe to deal with the situation. However, he noted many times friends want you to choose a side. However, it seems that Ellerbe chose to be smart with his actions. As Jeff said, but I mean, Leonard is smart enough not to take sides and just stayed in business.
I have no idea. But, you know, and I mean, so basically, if you're not getting work,
Yes, it could have played a part. I mean, if you are in between promotions and you're working with one and you're not working with the other, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, but I don't think there was no, like I said, I don't think there was no animosity or anything. Jeff clarified that Ellerbe's reluctance to part ways with Heyman caused the split between Mayweather and Leonard because even Floyd always spoke. As you know, he would always say that you know when Al Heyman has fights, you know, because he can always get his fighters on Al Heyman's shows. Although Jeff revealed no animosity between the duo, and both are on friendly terms, it will be interesting to see how Mayweather promotions perform under Richard Schaefer in the boxing world.
So what do you think about, you know, Richard Schaefer, obviously tight in the sport for many, many years? Do you think that was a good move for Floyd?
I think
All right, everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.